She did, yes, that we were in the spice.
Yeah, yeah. So, okay. So, what we're going to do is what's your name? Sorry, I think you
Gayleen.
Gayleen. We're going to make Gayleen a little tag using the new colours of the rocks. The new rocks are black based. So, the original ones are very bright, and these have got black as their base in there. So, that's what we're going to do. So, she's chosen the tag shape, and we're going to cover it in the Dymond medium, which is a very slow embossing medium. You're going to cover it completely. You see, when you've got it shiny all over. You don't have to be really quick because it is slow drying. Oh, I've lost a hair. There we go. And then you just tip the powder over the top. I know. Well, and embed it into the thing. Just lightly tap the excess off. It'll look terrible. Oh, do you know, it was just an offcut. We were putting the. I usually just use paper, but we were putting this, and it was an offcut, so I cut two of them. And do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put them in my dialogue. I'm going to add them in there so that I've always got a.
Piece of paper, duh. Duh.
But I do normally use a piece of paper.
I do too, but duh.
Yeah. So, because every time you use a piece of paper, after about 3 goes, you have to get rid of it. Yeah.
Like,
So this it just comes off. Yeah.
Why not? If I learned anything.
Good. So it does take a while to get going, and you hold your gun still while you're doing it. I see people doing this, but they heat it, cool it. So just hold it still. The first coat never looks good. It always has holes in it, looks a bit lumpy bumpy. Don't worry about it. Once you've got a little bit melted, then you can move your heat tool. I was saying in class, this would be done in England because we have double electric. I'm always shocked when I come to do it here, the electric, yeah. So you just move it round as you're melting it. And then what you have to realise is, while you're heating this has gone cold. So you have to go back and you have to make sure it's all hot, and then you just throw another layer straight on the top. And with the heat, it will stick to it. Gets quite hot, that's why I'm using scissors to just lift it up. At home, I use a scalpel actually, but no. I fly with all sorts, but usually because I've forgotten.
But isn't there a blade length that you can fly with?
You can fly.
Scalpel, probably.
You can
fly with those.
It's got to be 4 inches. Sometimes they'll take these off you because this bit as well, but normally his smaller scissors are fine. Most of the time they're okay.
I think they say if they're sharp, they don't like them.
But it's because it's under 4 inches. But they'll take your tweezers off you. So I could stab you. I could stab you in premium economy, but I can't tweeze you to death. So, which always makes me laugh,
Yeah.
So. It's true though, isn't it? What are you going to do with a pair of tweezers?
When CDs were big, my husband used to say I could do more damage with a broken CD.
Mm-hmm.
I could touch it then with it.
Yeah.
They give you a plastic knife. No, they don't give you a plastic knife. Knitting needles? Yeah, you could stab them with a knitting
Yeah, but they can't be metal anymore. Yeah. They have to be, or I have those.
Maybe you can knit with some straw.
Yeah.
That's just fine. I mean, I know that they take stupid stuff. I mean, I think.
So that's the third coat. So on the third coat, before I melt it, if you're going to embed something in it, you could just melt it and have it like that, have it really, nice like that. But I'm going to embed into it. So I'm going to take a stamp. Let's take this one.
Black base, I guess. It's kind of fun. Oh, it is fun to do. It is very fun. It reminds me kind of the old melting pot.
Well, I was doing it in the UK like this 25 years ago. And Suze was doing it in the melt pot. So, and then people were like, "You're not allowed to do it like that." Why? So people think it's new over here, but it's not. It's just a different way of doing it. And you can use it in a melt pot. Do you know what I mean? I say to people, if you've got a melt pot, it will work fine. But there's a lot of waste with a melt pot. That's the
Yeah,
problem.
that's what
Yeah.
I didn't.
Yeah. So this is the third layer, and you'll see how gorgeous the colour is, and it'll go really smooth. I just, every time it changes, I just love it.
Yeah. They're my favourite actually, that one.
The new ones.
Yeah, we're doing the other technique we did in that class was to do with just the powders.
I think the problem
think
was,
that one was-
do you know what it was? I think the problem was your pads were new. So I think they were too juicy.
Juicy, and my powders sort of.
But if you outline it, you'll be fine.
Yeah,
But afterwards, I was just like, because a lot of people had the same problem,
Yeah.
and I was like, why? And then I thought afterwards, they've all got brand new pads. Because if you look on that board there, you'll see big, where I've done big, and it hasn't smudged at all.
I've watched the videos and
Yeah.
mine doesn't look like that.
Yeah, but it wouldn't have been a brand new pad. That is the problem. And some people weren't getting all of the medium on, but again, they were new. But we want to give you new, but sometimes sometimes you have to wet them in a bit. Yeah.
No, it doesn't. No, she's got a little bit. You inked it with.
I inked it with
she
the
inked it
medium.
with the-
Yeah.
She inked it with her.
So you can see where the flowers. Can you see the flowers in there? And then you can either leave it like that. I'm just gonna. This on here is not. It's just the micas. So I'm just gonna take that off there, and then let's put some colour in. I won't stickle it because you'll have to walk round with it. But you've left some stickles in you. Yeah. So you could leave it as it is, or I'm just going to make every centre of the flower. And these you can mix with water and paint, make them into paints.
I used some of them on my business card, my handmade
Oh,
business
cool.
cards. I forgot them.
Yeah.
So I made some.
Brilliant.
really
Brilliant. Wonderful. I like to be useful.
Yeah.
Can we take a picture of the box?
Of course you can, yeah. I cover lots of, but I love boxes for storage, so I cover loads. Now you can see here where it's going over the surface of the flower as well. I'm never worried because I'll show you a trick to. There's the purple. I'll show you a trick to. I mean, some people like it going all over, but I'll just show you a little trick. Okay. So you just blow off the excess, pat it down. Pat it down is really important. That's the fluffer, and this is the fluffier. This is the new one. It's the faffer, the fluffer, and the fluffier. And if it bothers you, if you just run a baby wipe over the top, can you see? It'll take it off the excess, and it'll just go into the crevices. And then I would put little bits of stickles on. But stickles takes about 2 hours to dry.